Would you like to live like this for the rest of your life? Well, luckily for you, me and my friend will be detailing ways to cheat your way through life and obtain obscene amounts of money. Method 1. This method isn't the simplest, but if you have some confidence and are remotely funny, it shouldn't be all that complex. Decide what kind of entertainer you want to be. I would recommend an internet personality just because it's the easiest. Whether you want to do comedy, gaming, or the laziest of all, reaction content, YouTubers always get paid way more money than they should ever. Remember, creativity is optional with this step. All you have to do is whatever gets you the most views, whether that's doing something problematic and starting drama, or sitting there watching TikToks for hours. Just simply upload some uninspired content like once a week, and you can easily make up to 20 mil a year. Method 2 is even easier. Just become the government. All you have to do is campaign your way into public office at the federal level. Then, after 15 days, simply resign and collect that sweet, sweet government pension for the rest of your life. Now, if you want some more creative methods of gaining an absorbent amount of money, introducing my literal partner in crime, Elliot.
Now, these are all perfectly legal ways to exploit loopholes and earn more money than a plebeian putting in actual effort at a 9 to 5. But who wants to be a law-abiding citizen when you can have enough money to afford a life-size statue of yourself made entirely out of gold? Now, a warning. If you want to be rich like us, but you don't want to be put on the FBI's watch list for having committed numerous amounts of white-collar crime, you might want to stop watching this video now. I will give you no seconds. Here we go. And now that you've been warned, it's time to talk about the two easiest ways to make money, while not exactly following every law in the law book, but who cares about that? Here they are. Fraud and theft. First up is fraud, and as I'm sure we're all aware, the easiest way to commit fraud is to artificially inflate stock prices. But how do you do this exactly? Well, it's a lot easier than you think. All you have to do is create a company with a very inconspicuous name, like Unlimited Money Limited or the Big Box Outlet Store. Once you've done this, the next step is to issue as many stocks in this company as possible, preferably over 10 million if you can, and then all you have to do is go into the streets of Flint, Michigan and sell one stock to a random person for as much money as they have in their wallet. Preferably about $50 or more, because if you do that, if you sell it for $50 and you have 10 million shares, that's like at least $5 billion. I don't know, I'm not good at math. And now that you've completed all of those steps, you now own a very, very wealthy company and are technically, depending on how much money you sold your stock for, the richest man alive. Next up is theft, and the easiest way to thieve your little fingers into the GDP of Namibia is tax fraud. Now, if you choose this career path, all you have to do is just sprinkle a few extra business expenses where there shouldn't be. Personal expenses, you bought a PS5, nah, that was for the business, who cares about that? It also helps if you add in a pinch of inflated income, ahead of stolen credit card numbers and social security numbers, and for best results, make sure to let your tax return cook in its envelope for a few days with an extra few $100 bills and a very persuasive yet untraceable, that's very important, note addressed to your CRA agent. The next easiest way to steal the GDP of a small country is, of course, as I'm sure you've all guessed by now, identity fraud. How do you do that? Easy. You pick a target, preferably someone who's already very rich and probably best not to do a public figure, just like some random French billionaire, like, I don't know, that guy married to Selma Hayek, I think is pretty rich. All you have to do then, change your legal name so that it matches that of your target, get plastic surgery so that you look like that target's doppelganger, then contact Hugo and get all the fake IDs and credit cards you need, and then move to Delaware so that they can't find you. Once you've done that, you're not only golden, you're also filthy rich. And with that, I've got to get to Delaware before they find me. Thank you for your time. I've been Nolan Kane.